Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault. And you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
They got the wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
You will bring the jury.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican por his purpose.
Literally not true.
Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to interrupt me. Oh, for crumb's sake.
All right, good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict.
Hello.
Struggling this morning. I'm on the struggle bus for some reason. Not sure why. Gonna need some help today for sure. Luckily, Paula Mack was first here in chat. Paula, congratulations. With you being first, you're volunteering. I'm going to voluntold you that you are the winner of the internet. Everything IP related worldwide is your responsibility for the rest of the day. That takes a load off my shoulders, and and then it puts it on yours. So, Paula Mack, you're gonna do great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Denise Dominguez says, today's my birthday. Denise, happy birthday. We're going to sing to you here in a little bit. Today's my turn. Cracked a tooth, exposed nerve, yuck, crown incoming, no switch days. Oh my goodness. That is not fun at all. That's not fun at all. Sherry Smith, thanks for kicking things off with the gifted membership. That went to Fly Guy Jordy. Congratulations, Jordy. Good to have you here. My friend, longtime fan of the channel. Let's see, Mimi D, member for 32 months. Love it here. Thank you, RA. 32 makes you an OG. Thank you. It's wonderful. We have a new trial today. And they start at lunch. So we have a morning to get wound up before court starts. That's okay. We've got some things to do. We may even, I'm just saying, we could go catch the ending of this one. They're getting set up. You know, we watched the beginning yesterday. I think it's going to, at least we can get the cross in. So that'll be fun. Let's see, Selena K, member for 33 months. Selena, love my RA family. OG. Yes, you are an OG, Selena. Wonderful. Thank you for 33 months. And at the attorney level, Selena, that is huge support for the channel. I thank you. My family thanks you. That makes it all possible. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. I have a dentist appointment next week. Already know I have a hole in my wisdom tooth. Oh, my goodness. I don't have my wisdom teeth. Apparently, my dentist needed them more than I did. He went fishing for them before they even showed up. He's like, let me see if you have any. Yep, I'm going to take those. And he did. So, yeah, that was fun. Kurt, it's your birthday today as well. Kurt, we're going to sing to you. Stick around for a minute. We're gonna add you to the birthday song, and there's a bonus at the end. So it's Kurt's birthday. We'll add him to the list. Let's see if we can round up all the birthday people this morning and get this started. We're gonna do a little bit of court hopping this morning before the big case begins. The big case is the spicy one. It's a spicy one. Oh my goodness. Special K comes in with a preemptive demonetization fund. Thanks for covering this case. Okay, I've got my fingers crossed that YouTube's just going to let it slide. But I'm not optimistic because we have a lot of people that watch cases after the fact. They might be watching the Uvalde case or something, which is great. It's down, in Texas, and it's going on. It's going to go for a long time. After that's done, they might say, I wish I could go back and watch the Virginia case with the au pair. And I want to watch it on Recovery Addict's channel. Great. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Finding the video is important for them. So playlists are important. But also not having it like tucked in after like 4 hours of random court hopping. Suddenly the au pair trial starts. So we're going to have a new live stream that starts right when the trial kicks off to make it nice and easy to find. But the downside of that is we're going to be like fresh on the new start. It's not like we're like an hour into the live stream and then suddenly something drops. We might have spice from the get-go. So demonetization might happen today depending on how the openings go in court. But we're here for it. It's okay. Let's see. Pretty sure I did not have a birthday 3 months ago. I'm 45 today. I'm old. Please help me. Vivian Anderson, member for 32 months. Another OG. Thank you very much. Let's see. Happy birthday to David Reed, Denise Dominguez, Kurt, Luis, and Salvador. There we go. We've got our birthday list ready. We're excited. It's going to be a good day. Let me put my 3D printed gun parts away. And let's sing, shall we? That's the next thing on the menu, and then we can kick things off. Judge Dan had a little bit of spicy thing we're going to start off this morning with. All right, it goes like this. Everyone, wherever you are, stand up, take a breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice to the neighbor, and warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. There we go. We're all ready. We're going to celebrate the birthdays for David Reed, Denise Dominguez, Kurt, Luis, and Salvador. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, David Reed, Denise Dominguez, Kurt, Luis, and Salvador. Happy birthday to you. There you go. David Reed, Denise Dominguez, Kurt, Luis, and Salvador. Thank you very much. There's many wonderful days. Today's your special day. I realize there are a million places you could be at, a million people you could have been with, but you chose to be with us. The privilege, pleasure, the honor, the joy is ours. Hopefully we can turn that joy back to you and make your day a little more specialer. Begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's house, Annie's Grill, Bob Evans. One other place, and the Cracker Barrel. What comes right before Cracker Barrel? I can't. I had a brain cramp. What did I leave off the list? Got IHOP, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's. I don't know. I guess they're not serving them today. So wherever it is, I left one off the list. Denny's. Okay. Denny's as well. Free pancakes. If they give you any flack, send them to me. All right. Welcome. As we let the dancers continue their bit. Free pancakes. Yes, free pancakes on your birthday. Tell them it's your birthday. Ask them to honor the deal. If they don't honor the deal, hit me up. Let's see if we can make something happen. I might cover your pancakes this morning. I'm not saying I'm going to cover the whole Western omelet breakfast, but a plate of pancakes, I can cover you on that one. I'm good. So, Kurt, enjoy your breakfast. All right. If nowhere else, Tammy Dunlap's house is definitely the place to go. I would put that top of my list. Tammy Dunlap's been a long-time supporter of the channel. Gave free pancakes. Oh, drum solo, too. Free pancakes in Idaho. And now she's moving to Germany, where she's still going to continue the tradition. Help me with the drum solo here. Beautiful. You better cover my Western omelet. I thought you were my friends. I'm going to go broke, Kurt. I'm going to go broke. We have the fundage that is allotted, company funds allotted to pay for people's free pancakes if society in general and restaurants specifically don't honor this tradition of free pancakes on your birthday. Our funds to back that up is minimal, to say the least. So I'm sort of dependent on the restaurants to come through, and if not, we'll help you out. So I don't seem to get stuttering if I'm 11 seconds behind. It's weird. Some days it's a little funky. What's going on? Hang on. Did they start already?
A staff member saying they were intoxicated. They do not verify if they were intoxicated while in medical.
Okay, but they would check him out, right? And they would know, for example, his...
I'm not sure if I want to go there. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that yet. I know we probably should watch it. I'm not excited about that court. 7 CJB, you wanted to watch the cross? Okay, let's pop in there for a minute.
Got into a dispute with him over his earrings.
I questioned him based on him being at the fence.
This is continuing yesterday's trial.
That he passed some tune. Upon talking to him, I noticed the earrings, and I told him he needed to take them out.
Okay, well, let's talk about that tune for a second.
Let's talk about the tune, the K2.
Now, Mr. King, that's a serious offense if you're bringing drugs into the institution, right?
Yes, I'm not saying he brought drugs in it, but due to his job, he used to pass them to other inmates.
His job was to give out the tune?
And so obviously you filed criminal charges against him for doing that, right?
Negative. No. Sorry about that.
Right, so to your knowledge, he's never been charged with doing that at all, right?
I would not request criminal charges because the criminal aspect is if they convey it in. If they possess tune inside the prison at that time frame, they were not charged criminally. It was called major contraband.
Wait, so that's an illegal drug to have that, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And it's a crime to have that in the institution.
By policy, it's a piece of major contraband. The crime part is if they took that tune and we were able to test that tune and determine it contained a scheduled drug enough to bring it to a felony level, I would then give it to the Ohio State Highway Patrol.
Okay, so how many times did you find tune on Mr. King, test it, and send it to the Highway Patrol?
I've never have.
Okay, you never have.
Not me.
Don't like
Correct.
Not you. Nobody.
Unsure if anybody else found it.
As you sit
We're
here
doing the
today,
O'Hare
you're not
trial.
aware that he's ever been
Starts at
criminally
noon.
charged for having drugs.
Criminally charged, he would not have, because the criminal aspect is it has to be on him, it has to be tested, and during that time frame, the Highway Patrol was not testing the paper because it was coming back as bug spray, which is not illegal in the criminal aspect, but it's illegal in the prison aspect.
Well, I just want to make it clear, because you testified yesterday that he's some sort of major drug dealer over there, but as far as you know, he's never been charged with that at all.
I never said drug dealer, I said he drug runner.
Drug runner, but he's never been charged with that either.
No,
And he's never been written up for that.
not that I know of. I don't know his
Not that
RV
you know.
record.
So as you sit here today, you can't testify and tell this jury that he's ever been written up for running drugs.
I do not know that. No, I have not seen his RIB record. He was under suspicion in my job duties as an investigator of running drugs, yes.
Well, and so you say under suspicion. It seems like you have a lot of discretion as to which rules you're going to enforce and which rules you're not going to enforce.
No, my job is to make sure contraband does not get into the prison. If contraband does get into the prison, my job is to make sure to find the routes that it got in and to also disrupt those routes in a way that more people would not overdose, possibly die, or anything from those drugs.
So tell the jury on July 11th, 2024, what contraband you found on Mr. King.
I was unable to find any contraband because Mr. King had assaulted me, and my objective was to search that bag, and I was unable to search that bag.
What happened to the bag?
I believe they picked it up, and I think they went through it, but I'm unsure. I was not the supervisor on the scene.
Who's the they in that sentence?
The supervisor on the scene.
So somebody picked up that bag.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it was and nobody tested it for drugs.
Unsure of that. I cannot testify to that.
Okay, so as you sit here today, you don't have any evidence to confirm your belief that there were drugs in that bag.
No, but I would always, our job as correctional employees, no matter if they can be walking around out there, we can stop and search them at any time, unlike an officer on the street. Doesn't matter if they have drugs on them or not.
Okay, but my question was very factual, and we're just trying to get to the facts here.
Okay.
As you sit here today, you don't have any evidence that Mr. King had drugs on him on July 11th.
He was suspected of having drugs on him.
You don't have any evidence that Mr. King had drugs on him on July 11th, do you?
That's correct.
Okay.
I don't like
Now,
this
you had to write up some reports about this matter, right?
That's correct.
Okay, you did a use of force report, for example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when you write those reports, you try to include everything that's important in your report, right?
Anything that I did during that use of force.
Okay. And so, may I approach your honor?
You may.
I'm going to hand you a copy of your use of force report here. That's the one you wrote?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and again,
The
you
new
tried to
trial
be
starts at
completely truthful
noon.
in that, right?
Or 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Depending on where
So
we
can
are.
you read to the jury the section where you said that Mr. King was suspected of running drugs on that day?
Well, I put it up on approaching the area, then, right here. I just completed around the main recreation yard where I witnessed inmate King stand on the outside the recreation gate talking to other inmates. My suspicion was there.
Okay, read to the jury the part where you describe your suspicion in that report.
Well, my suspicion would be in my job duties.
So if you didn't write that in your report that you were suspected?
I would
you
not
suspected
have
of
to.
drugs.
Suspicion is not a fact.
It's a yes or no question. Did you write in your report
no,
that you were suspected of drugs?
One talks at a time, okay?
Sorry.
Mr. Engel, let's go back to the podium and
Okay.
conduct our examination there.
Sure.
Ask your question again.
Where in that report did you say that Mr. King was suspected of having drugs?
It's not in the report because suspicion is not a fact.
Okay. So it's not in the report?
Because it's not a fact, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you did write in the report, however, that Mr. King was intoxicated.
He was suspicious of being, I suspected him being intoxicated.
Okay.
Based on his actions.
Do you know if anyone else believed he was intoxicated?
Inside the prison system, it only takes one person to go up to somebody to think they could be intoxicated.
But other people were near him, right?
Actually, at the first time, it was just me and other inmates.
Okay. And then
Thank you, Natalie.
Corrections Officer Cheeks was there too, right?
He approached the scene as the conversation of inmate King voice was escalating higher than mine.
Okay. So he would have been close enough to observe whether inmate King was intoxicated too.
He might have, but my experience in education probably would have known a little bit more.
And I think you said having earrings was a rule violation too, right?
It's a minor contraband rule violation, yes.
Now, Mr. King's had earrings before, though, right?
Yes, and he was told to take them out and get rid of them.
You've seen them before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And minor contraband, lots of inmates have minor contraband sometimes, right?
They can have, yes.
Okay. And so and I think you said some other officers may let them get away with it too, right?
It's sort of, minor contraband is sort of like, to help everybody understand here, I guess. If a police officer pulls you over for speeding and you don't have your seatbelt on, he might write you a ticket for just the seatbelt, not speeding, because it's a minor offense. So basically, we don't write up every minor offense. We'll tell them to take it out, get rid of it, because that's kind of what it is. It's minor. The same thing a police officer on the street would do.
So may I approach again, Your Honor?
You may.
You also did a conduct report?
Yes, sir.
And how is the conduct report different than the use of force report?
You want to know what the differences are?
Yeah. Why are there two forms here?
The two forms are the use of force report is based on what I did and my responsibility during the use of force. A conduct report is also the same thing. What did I do? What did the inmate do to violate that rule? I have to explain what the inmate did.
Okay, so read the first line of your conduct report there.
I, investigator J.T. Hall, was assaulted by inmate King while in the yard near the main.
Wait, slow down. Slow down.
Also, okay. I, investigator J.T. Hall, was assaulted by inmate King while on the yard near the main outdoor recreation yard.
Okay. And you wrote this what day?
The report says date of violation was 7/11. I would suspect I would have wrote it that day.
Okay, and then what's the next line on there?
This writer stopped inmate King questioning due to appear and be intoxicated and a possible rule violation.
Okay, again, no mention of drugs in that sentence, right?
Well, the possible intoxication would be me questioning.
Mr. Hall, if Mr. Engel asks you a yes or no question, he is entitled to a yes or no answer.
Yes, sir.
If he asks you a question that allows you to elaborate, then you can give a longer answer.
Okay.
Ask your question again, Mr. Engel.
No mention of drugs in that sentence, right?
Intoxication, yes, sir.
Okay. No mention of use of a suspicion that he was transporting drugs.
No.
And what's the next sentence there?
During questioning, inmate King became loud and disruptive, causing inmates in the yard to walk up to the gate that divided the yard and the compound to see what was going on.
Okay. And so that should be visible then on the videotape as well, that there were inmates gathering around, right?
It might not be, depending on the camera angle.
Yeah, so let me show you. I can have the video here.
Judge steps in and says, quit being quite so
This is still
difficult on the stand.
From Corrections Officer Ellsworth. Where on this video do we see all those other inmates gathering around?
It would be behind Officer Azaroth.
Now, Officer Elzeroth was coming out of the chapel, right?
No, Officer Azaroth was coming out of the recreation yard area.
Okay, so behind him, you say there was a crowd of people.
Yes.
Have you seen videos that show that?
No, I seen it when I was walking that way.
You've seen it, but it's not on any videos that we have.
Not that I know of, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the crowd of people you see behind the fence. You see them? Yeah, neither do I.
And I think you indicated in that statement he was loud and disruptive?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that should have been apparent on, for example, Officer Cheek's video as well, right?
If he was loud and disruptive at that time, but I was by myself with inmate King prior to that.
Okay,
Prior to that, before Officer Cheek walked up.
Is it your testimony that he became quiet after Officer Cheek walked up?
No, he's still argumentative.
Okay. Loud and disruptive?
I would say it was loud and disruptive, yes.
Okay. Now, when Officer Cheek walks up, he then holds the, where is it?
The mace. 30 seconds in, I think.
Which is Cheek.
Let's just play it for a little while. Play it all the way through. Here, I'll take my picture down so we can see. Oh, it's the beard cam. I love this one. It's the Just for Men advertisement.
You and Officer Cheek are telling Mr. King to cuff up there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you can see in the right, I believe Officer Cheek's right hand is his pepper spray?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he's holding that right in front of Mr. King's face?
His forehead area, it looks like. Yes, sir.
Okay. And I believe your testimony was, if I get the sequence of events right, Mr. King swings at you and then the pepper spray is dispersed.
Yes.
Okay. So just so we're clear, it's your view that Officer Cheek did not disperse the pepper spray in Mr. King's face before
That's correct.
Mr. King, before Mr. King took a swing at you?
That's correct.
I think the guards grow their
You
beards
believe
out
that's apparent on the video? That would be apparent on the video
for
as
this
well.
reason, to cover the camera.
Correct. You want me to tell you why?
No.
Well, I mean, you don't wear a video camera, right?
No, I do not.
Okay. But there's video cameras all around this place, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's one right there in the middle of the screen there, in front of
Where's
the
that?
cloud.
Up top there?
Yeah.
Yes, but I believe that actually during chow movements faced towards the chow hall.
You believe it or you know it?
Pretty much know it.
Okay, did you check the video for that day so you know which way it was pointing?
I did not pull the evidence together. My partner did because I was involved in it.
So that's a no.
That'd be a no. That'd
Okay.
be correct.
I could have one moment, Your Honor.
You may.
All right. We have,
There's a bunch of other cameras around the yard too, right?
Connected to buildings, yes.
Okay. right in front
connected
of
to
it.
buildings.
We heard about one in front of the chapel, right?
Mhm.
There's one in front of the library.
If I would think I'd have to look at my computer screen.
Okay, there's tons of cameras all
Yeah,
around.
there's lots of
right?
cameras. Yes.
Okay. I have no other questions.
Anything else for this witness?
Just briefly, Investigator Hall referenced this frame that's on, Mr. Engel put up here on the screen. Tell us why it's apparent that he did not spray.
OC spray is very strong, the kind we use. And when you would see it on any use of force video, and especially the correction officers and the officers that wear body cameras, you will see the actual spray come out of the unit. It's
so strong you
It's
can see
orange
it?
anyways, but you will see it come out. And I've never seen, and I'm sure never everything, if he would have been sprayed on that video right there, he would have went backwards to try to avoid it. Everybody, it's the human nature to try to avoid that spray.
Have you been sprayed before, prior to this incident?
Numerous times since the late 90s, I've been sprayed, yes.
How does it feel?
It will burn, it hurts, you have involuntarily, your eyes will shut, you will back up to try to get away like that. So,
other officers
my
say it's discomfort.
experience
It's
tells me,
uncomfortable.
and knowing that camera view, he was not sprayed because you do not see a burst of spray coming out, and do not see him King going backwards.
And did you just say that the spray itself is actually orange?
It's actually orange when it hits you.
So if somebody deploys OC spray, is the burst that comes out, is it an orange color?
It's a darker color, but when it hits him, you'll see it. It would have been on his body as an orange color and a different photograph on there.
His meaning Mr. King?
Yes.
Okay, no further questions.
Does it
Anything else?
stain
Nothing else,
beards?
John.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. You step down.
Yes, sir.
Next witness?
Next
State
witness
rests.
will be Captain Hennis.
Captain Hennis, just Hennis. No E on the end. Oh, well, now we're having a seizure with the beard. My apology if that induced a photoepileptic seizure in anybody.
Step right up to Ms. Girl, go there.
So this is back in the original courtroom. You can see everyone switched back to their original sides. We had to switch to the afternoon yesterday to the other courtroom where prosecution and defense changed places.
All right, when you get yourself settled up there, sir, if you could give us your name and please spell your last name for our court reporter.
Charles Hennis, Hennes.
And how are you employed?
I work for the State of Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections at Warren Correctional Institution.
Okay, and what is your job title?
I'm a correction captain.
All right, and tell us what a correction captain generally does.
Usually they oversee the shift, they handle make sure all the paperwork and all the daily operations of normal duties, make sure everything's taken care of appropriately.
Act in kind of a supervisory
Correct. yeah.
capacity?
Usually the lead supervisor for the shift.
All right. And were you so employed on July the 11th of 2024?
I was.
And were you working that day?
I was.
And sometime during your employment, did you become aware of an incident that involved the defendant, Mr. King, and Investigator Hall?
I did, yes.
How were you made aware of that incident?
I don't remember how I was made aware of it, but I was made aware of it.
Okay.
The exact way I was made aware of it, I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No.
Okay. But it came to your attention?
Yes.
Once it came to your attention, what did you do?
So I was not actually working shift that day. There was another captain that was working shift. I was in a complete separate area of the facility at the time, but I assisted them and started helping.
Found out.
Checked on Mr. Hall, then went to medical and started checking on paperwork for use of force packet. And, I was notified to get a transport ready that Mr. King would have to go to OSU, and they wanted a supervisor to go, so I went. I volunteered to go with.
Okay. So just to be clear, you did not witness personally the incident between Mr. King and Investigator Hall. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Now, tell us what happens when you said a transport order was issued.
Yes, ma'am.
So what was the purpose of that transport order?
I believe there were some injuries that they needed him to go to OSU for to get checked out.
Okay. And is it typical procedure or protocol for someone to go with an inmate when they get transported to OSU?
Of course, yes.
Okay. How are they taken up there?
In this situation,
Let me back that up a little bit. How is Mr. King taken up there?
Mr. King was transported in a state van, state vehicle to OSU with 2 corrections officers and myself.
Okay. Are there certain situations where an inmate could possibly be transported via ambulance?
Correct. If it's the nature of the emergency is more emergent, that will go usually to Atrium, and then Atrium will determine they can go to OSU, or CareFlight will transport them to OSU. This situation, they determined that he was going to go to OSU by state vehicle.
Okay. And when you say they, who is the person that, or?
The WCI medical staff had determined that.
Medical staff? Okay, so Mr. King was first seen by the medical staff there on campus, correct?
Correct.
And then the determination was made that just a regular van would transport him up there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What happened when you arrived at OSU?
When we arrived at OSU, I called back to Warren Correctional to let them know that we were there and we were safe and we were secured. There's a standard procedure when you get there of checking in with OSU staff. Went through all that. When I was on the phone with Warren Correctional, they said, hey, get a use of force statement from him for the use of force packet.
Okay, and what is a use of force statement?
Use of force statement is the inmate's version of the events, what happened, what led up to everything. It's their chance to tell their side of the story.
Okay, and you were directed to get one of those?
Correct.
Okay, during this transport up there and when you were with him at OSU, were you equipped with a body camera?
I don't recall if I had one or not, but the officers did.
Okay, someone present had a body camera?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you make use of that body camera?
I did.
To the best of your knowledge, it was up working properly?
Sure.
All right, and you've had an opportunity to view that statement, correct?
I did.
And is it a fair and accurate representation of the statement that the defendant made to you that day?
Correct.
Okay. I have previously marked this, Captain, I believe.
Lots of
as-
body cam and security camera videos in these
Right,
trials.
exhibit number for you.
You'd think the security camera footage would be better than what it was from all the way across
State's
the
exhibit number 7.
prison compound in the parking
And we're
lot.
gonna take a look at that at this point.
She's fiddling with the HDMI cable. Oh, there we go. Snug fit, that's good.
I should be plugged in, Ms. Kroko.
Kroko, if you can switch it so we can see, that would be great. Let me know if I have to turn off my overlay. Ah, there we go. We've got a picture.
All right. Okay, and just give us a little bit
out
of
here for now.
the layout here. Tell us where you are when this statement is getting ready to take place.
We are at OSU Hospital. We're in an overflow security holding area. They have designated areas for ODRC offenders to be in, and this is kind of like a satellite area off to the side where it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more restrictive. We're behind Mr. King. You'll see is in a secured area.
Okay.
Yeah. King, you want to make a video statement about your use of force?
Yeah.
Hold on. I am Captain Hennis. Today's date is July 12th, 2024. The time is 3:36 p.m. I'm in the OSU overflow holding cage with M.A. King for a video use of force statement.
Wait, no, it's the 11th.
It's the 11th. I apologize.
I explained to JT Hall that I was not going to give up my earring because I brought them with me. I told him to go ask Leopard because he got a video with them earrings in my ear. JT Hall pushed the issue to where he where Cheeks put a can spray dipped in my face, accidentally sprayed me. I don't know if it was accident or not, but when I told him, I said, don't do that because I don't take kindly to threats. He turned around, he sprayed me, I tagged him. And then we all went to the ground, which man kicked me in the head and the other one broke my arm. And that's how my arm got broke.
Anything else you want to add?
I need a six-pack and a bottle of Jack 3 Blonde.
At this time, the statement's over. The time is 3:37.
What did he add at the end? What did he add at the end?
Okay, so that statement was actually taken on July the 11th.
Correct. I stated the wrong date.
Okay, same date as the incident happened, correct? All right. Did you have any further part of the investigation of this incident at all?
No.
Okay, no further questions. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Engel?
How long did it take him to the hospital with his broken arm? Attorney says that's a bad question. You don't want to ask
No
that.
questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can step down. Our next witness is via Zoom, right?
Correct, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's
we're going to
sick.
take a brief TV timeout, I guess we'll call it, so that we can get things set up. Our next witness is going to testify remotely because this witness
Has the flu.
has been ill, and the less germs we bring into the courthouse, the better for all of us. So There is no significance that this person is testifying remotely rather than in person, so you are to give them the same weight, use the same test of credibility that you would get for anybody who testifies in person. But we're going to take a brief break, get things set up. We'll get you back here in a couple of minutes.
They're talking about
We're on the record outside the presence of the jury. Ms.
defense
Trainer, anything from the
witnesses.
state?
No, Your Honor.
that they bring.
Strangle?
No, Your Honor.
How that could
Got
go.
all the Zoom information, I hope?
Gosh, we normally don't do family trial type stuff like that. But it is an interesting situation for sure. Is it Monday again? No. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Let them get set up. We're going to be going to the au pair trial when that begins, and following that one. Let me just tell you, it's going to be spicy. You'll probably get some involuntary reactions out of me. I've tried to steel myself to the idea of what the evidence is basically going to be. But we did ask all you boys to wear your big boy panties and control yourselves. If things get a little spicy in the courtroom, we can still be dolts about it here in chat. So, all right, Smofio, been here much longer, but too tight to pay every month. Smofio, that makes you an OG. Thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate that. Thought it started at 10. It might. If it does, we're going to go there early. It hasn't started yet, so that's where we're at. We're watching. We've got the thumbnail already built. We've got a link in place to portal over to it. So we're not going to miss. We're going to go there.
We're on the record.
Oh, there he is.
We're back.
Can you hear me okay, sir?
Can you hear me?
Are you really sick,
I can hear you.
sir?
Can you hear me?
Are you at the golf course?
Yes, sir.
All right. We ready for the jury?
That's what he's going to say. How's that helpful?
I'll swear, man, when we get started.
I'll call him if you want me.
It'll be easier that way.
I don't think it's going to help. But, I mean, that's my opinion.
Judge, are you okay if I question from here so they
That's
can
fine.
have a clear view there?
That's what he's going to say. That's what he's saying. You ask me what he's going to testify to. That's what he's going to say.
Defense is still arguing about what's going to happen when they call these witnesses from jail. He's going to call other inmates to come testify. And anything could happen here.
That's right. That's what we're calling.
have to bail on this and go to au pair if it's going to be starting here soon.
Ms. Kroko will grab it from you.
By the way, Virginia has probably the most violent of all state seals. Most states have like tractors.
All right, ladies and
and
gentlemen,
wheat,
welcome back. Ms. Trainer, call your next witness.
mountains.
Next
and
witness,
deer.
Your Honor, will be Sergeant Kyle Klontz.
Sergeant Klontz, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You may proceed.
All right, Sergeant Klontz, this is a little odd since you're joining us via Zoom today, so we're going to try to do this the best that we can. Go ahead and state your name, spell your last name for the court reporter, please.
Court junkie.
Okay, Kyle
Katie,
Klontz, Klontz.
Someone's going to have to move
And
that
tell us
mouse.
how you're employed.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol. I work in the Office of Criminal Investigations.
Okay. And what are
This
your
is the bottom.
current duties with the Highway Patrol?
I am the Jackson District Office of Criminal Investigations Supervisor.
Okay. And how long have you been in that particular position?
Thank you for your attorney level support.
In the supervisory role
Yes.
or in Office of Criminal Investigations?
Well, in Jackson in the supervisory role.
Oh, okay. Approximately 6 months.
Okay. And what did you do prior to being assigned to Jackson?
I worked as a trooper in the Cincinnati Office of Criminal Investigations.
Okay. And how long did you hold that position?
7 years.
All right. So fair to say that you were employed here in our area on July the 11th of 2024 in that capacity.
That's correct.
All right. And if you could just explain to the jurors a little bit about what your duties entailed back in July of 2024.
Okay. I was assigned to the Warren Correctional Institution. As part of my job duties, it was to investigate any crimes that occurred in the institution that rose to the felony level.
And how are you made aware as an investigator of investigations that need to be conducted in a prison setting?
I'm contacted by the prison investigators, Mr. Hall and Kevin Shamlin.
Okay. And those were the investigators at the time in July?
That's correct.
Okay. So at some point, were you made aware of an incident that involved actually one of those investigators, Investigator Hall, that occurred on July the 11th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you recall how you became aware of that incident?
I was called by Investigator Kevin Shamlin.
Okay. And once you received that phone call, what was your first step?
Myself and another trooper in my office responded to Atrium Medical Center to conduct an interview with Investigator Hall.
Okay. And do you recall when you responded? Was it that same day or was it later?
It was that same day.
Okay. Do you know how long you, how soon after the incident occurred that you responded to the hospital?
Well, I know we got to the hospital around the same time as Investigator Hall did. We were told that inmate King was going to OSU and had a investigator from Columbus respond there.
Okay. So when once you got to the hospital, what did you do?
Sat down with Investigator Hall, took photographs of his injuries, and conducted a audio recorded interview.
Okay. And did Investigator Hall have any visible injuries at the time?
Yes, ma'am. His eye was, oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to ask you what you observed. Go ahead.
His eye was swollen, discolored, and basically swollen and discolored.
Okay. All right. So you said you took a statement from him at the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what was the next step in your investigation?
The next step was to get with Investigator Shamlin and try to collect all the camera angles that showed the assault that occurred.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity to respond to the prison to do that?
Yes.
Okay. And did you go to the prison on that same day on July the 11th?
All right, we're going to have to cut.
I don't recall if we went the same day.
Okay.
I apologize. We've got to cut from this. We're going to get prepped for the au pair trial, which is going to be starting here at 10, which means we're going to segue from this live stream to the next one. We have a portal set up already. We're just trying to make this a little cleaner for people who are watching on the rewatch crew, because we've had a lot of people reach out to me to say, please make it easier to find day one of your trials. So we're going to do that. It's going to be new. We've got a thumbnail. It's labeled correctly. I'm turning over a new leaf here in this new year. So those that want to continue watching this, if you want to, let me just show you where
we're involved in the use of force.
Keep the mute off. The channel that is carrying this court right here. This is the Warren County Court Common Pleas Court, Courtroom 3. This is a 24-hour live stream, so it's always running unless it goes down, and then it's not running. So there's that. And yes, Paula Mack, you get out of the internet ownership. You lucky thing, you. Kay Hodgson got 9714 in the mail from the city of Norfolk from that website you gave us. Left Virginia 45 years ago. Thank you, and woohoo for 3 years. I'm glad you got some money. I love that so many people found that they had money that was owed to them, and good to see it coming back to you. That is wonderful. So, all right, with that, we're going to wrap up this live stream and begin the others. We're going to do a portal. Give me just a couple minutes to get everything set up, because it does take a moment to put the pieces together and get everything set up for the au pair case, which is going to be fire. It's going to be fire. Congratulations to everyone on their anniversaries. Thank you very much, Kay. 36 months make you an OG. Congratulations, Kay. Thank you. Also, didn't properly recognize that Katie, formerly Court Junkie, 12 months of support at the attorney level. Just huge. Thank you all. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again in just a few minutes. We'll be starting live with the au pair trial out of Virginia. Buckle up. It might be a little bumpy ride. I hope I don't regret this. I really hope I don't regret it. You guys, we'll see you in a little bit.